I will never underestimate Jarvis ever again. He has just beat Tom Zanetti in the Kingpin tournament, and we're going to watch back the fight from a ringside view as well, because Jarvis has uploaded more in-depth, better footage than what you would see on the live stream. And before we get started, I do want to apologise for saying that Tom Zanetti would destroy Jarvis in this matchup. I was wrong, alright? And I'm very, very disappointed in Tom Zanetti, but we'll really have a deep dive into what happened in this match. Fight night! Fight night!
After 18 months, I was about to fight in front of...
Can we just take a minute to appreciate his weight gain journey? He put on some size, some good size, not like, weight gain in a bad way. He put on muscle. He got himself up from I think it was around 140 to, at this fight, 166? Or was it 169? Either way, it's roughly 170 pounds he's at now, so that is a big difference from his last fight. He has been working very, very hard in that gym to build muscle and to bump up the weight classes.
I was about to fight in front of thousands of people again. But as soon as I started hitting the pads in the locker room, I knew I was ready.
I never really believed him, but this whole fight week, with the interviews and everything, he has been saying about how locked in he is and he is prepared to go to war. But for me, I've seen Tom Zanetti fight before, and I just did not think Jarvis could keep up with Tom Zanetti. But it was the opposite way around, which is just crazy. Round one. Here we go.
Hands up, champ.
I can't believe this fight actually happened. I was so excited for this. And the way it turned out was just crazy. So, with round one, I think it was very even. Hard to tell them apart.
Yes! Fucking
Yo!
stay calm.
His brother is... it's scaring me! Obviously his brother wants him to destroy him, so yeah, Jarvis is landing some great shots in that first round, but so is Tom. Look at his Jarvis' head going back. Tom is cracking him with some good shots as well. I can't focus his face, K just screaming.
Stay low. Stay low. Good job. Beautiful job.
They both take bangs throughout the whole fight until Tom has to get up.
Yes.
Look at this.
So after the first round, I felt really good. I've never fought in 10-ounce gloves before, so I took that round to really feel out his punches, and I knew I could take whatever he had coming for me.
And that must be such a relieving feeling. I wasn't sure if Jarvis could take his punches as well. I was watching some sparring footage where he was getting cracked quite a fair bit, and I just thought with that Tom Zanetti power, he wouldn't really be able to handle that, but he did tremendously.
Alright. You gotta bring it.
Jeez. Uppercut came flying in, but he missed.
Oh,
now they're exchanging. Now they're exchanging. This always happens, by the way, in Tom Zanetti's fights. He gets stuck in, and whoever the opponent is, if it's Slim, if it's Jarvis, they both throw back.
Body.
I started to notice him breathing heavy after the first round, huffing and puffing out of his mouth, and I knew that was a sign that he was getting tired.
That's mad as well, because I know now after the fight that Tom Zanetti did not want the win as much as Jarvis, and I don't think he worked as hard as he could have, to go the distance. In the Slim fight, he definitely had good cardio because he went the distance and he really, really had a good mentality of, not giving up, staying in there no matter what. And then with this fight, something changed with him. I feel like he just didn't really, as I said before, he didn't really want the win, and he didn't really care as much about the fight and about the tournament itself. We're going to watch an interview with Fred Beck afterwards, which pretty much confirms Tom Zanetti's mentality going into this fight.
He has no fucking power.
Oh, Jarvis landed some big shots now as well. Tom's still throwing back though. These shots that Tom is landing, it's just not phasing Jarvis.
Get low.
Phase Jarvis.
Hands up.
Still jabbing though. Still trying to keep Jarvis away. But Jarvis coming in still. I mean, it is quite tight still,
I knew the shots I was landing to his head weren't doing any damage. He was walking forward. In the third round, I had to go to the body.
Why are you ignoring the body? Huh? Let's get it, baby.
And you know what? This is how the fight ends. He did work on that body. He went for the body and it paid off. It's kind of like Tank versus Garcia now when, obviously Ryan got dropped with a body shot and that he couldn't get up from that. So it's the same sort of thing here. Body shots are lethal. And I never really see in the influencer scene. I never see people take advantage of that, really. They always want the clean, flashy knockouts, you know? Straight across the top of the dome. Oh! He's working the body now. Yeah.
Combination! Warrior! Combination! Right back down there!
Tom's still trying to fight out of it.
Right back down there! Hands up! Hands up!
Jarvis still looking for it.
Bend your knee! Shoot! Jab your way
Tom's
to
hands
it.
are down.
Jab your way to it! Jab your way to it!
Oh shit!
Beautiful job! Beautiful job! Shoot! 1, 2! 1, 2! Jarvis! 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 Jarvis!
And there it is. There it is. He gives up. Jarvis is like, what the hell? What happened?
What'd he do?
But Tom Zanetti had to quit. Right, that's reaction. Yeah. Fucking hell. Oh, I'm so happy for him. And I'm so annoyed that I underestimated him. So annoyed. So Tom was starting to gas out already, but when Jarvis did start to work on the body, that was just the finishing touch, all he needed to put Tom away. Obviously, I mean, Tom, I feel like he could have kept going, but we don't know how he was feeling, right? We don't know how effective the body shots were, but what we do know is that they were effective enough to make Tom say, fuck that, it's just not worth going on. It's not worth it. There's Dana White, Jarvis's trainer.
Honestly, bro, well done. Honestly, 2 all, that was fucking brilliant. Thank you so much.
There is a lot of respect there, which is good.
That's what it's about, mate. I hope you win. I really hope you win the competition. I do. Honestly,
Yeah.
put the time in, you deserve it, bro. Alright. Thank you very much, everyone.
What a guy.
Big respect to Tom. It was a great fight, but Gib, I'm coming for you next.
Yep, now this is where things get interesting. For that semi-final, it is Gib versus Jarvis. And I have just said, right, I have just said multiple times that I will never underestimate Jarvis again. But then, but we have Gib as his next opponent. So it's like, who do I think's going to win that fight? You know what? Judging by that mentality that Jarvis had and judging by the way he fought that fight against Tom, I don't think it's going to be an easy night for Gib. I know a lot of people will say Gib just is the better boxer, but is he really? I think Gib is a bit overrated, but I'm going to save this whole conversation for, you know, when we get closer to that semi-final. So now we're going to watch the interview that Tom had with Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting, where he did say some interesting things that you should definitely be aware of.
Jarvis got it, man, and all props to him, you know. I just come to a point where, like I said, I've said it in other interviews, couldn't be arsed, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough. Couldn't be arse, mate. I mean, you know what? Fair play for being honest, but at the same time, like, I thought that Tom wanted to win. I thought he really wanted it, but at the end of the day, it looks like Tom Zanetti, look, he came to fight, you know. As he said, he gave it a go, right? He gave it a go. That's all he can do. Give it a go. But ultimately, I think the money is the main reason why he did decide to step into this tournament in the first place, which isn't really a problem. Like, fair play. I'm sure he's making a good amount of money, you know, from this tournament. So, but then again, like, I'm kind of worried in case he doesn't even continue in the losers bracket. And I don't think Austin is either. Maybe his injury will actually stop him from doing that, but I feel like I'm getting the vibe that with both Tom and Austin, who should be fighting each other in the losers bracket, they both just, I don't know, it seems like they're just done. They lost, so they're like, you know what, I'm out. But I think there should have been something in the contract where, like, you have to commit to all of the fights. I don't think it's just shitty, you know, if the tournament doesn't pan out the way it's supposed to.
You know, he's a young kid, but he's strong. He's very strong, and he's been training for a long time, so I knew that he was going to know what he was doing. You know, but I just come in and had a laugh and had a go, and that's all you can do.
Had a laugh.
He's taking a lot more.
I meant to step into the box ring to have a laugh. Unreal. But all respect to Jarvis, because he did something that I did not think would happen, and that is that he just showed that he's a good boxer, and he's a better boxer than Tom Zanetti. He outworked him in every way, and he was taking shots from Tom, so in every aspect, you've got to respect Jarvis for what he just did there. You've got to respect Tom as well for having a laugh and giving it a go. But Tom was doing alright for the most part anyways, but Jarvis definitely showed that he's the better man, so with the semi-final, It is against Gibb. It should be a way tougher fight, but again, we'll talk about that when the time comes. So hopefully you've enjoyed the reaction today, and if you did, then make sure you drop a like on the video for me, subscribe if you're new. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.